First of all, I'd like to thank Stephen for giving me this opportunity, and C Sharp Corner and the React virtual conference. Thank you. I really appreciate this. So yeah, again, I'm Devlin Duldulao, and I'm here to talk about React Router version 6. It's still in alpha beta. So yeah, here we go. So React version 6 is this the latest in development of React Router package, and one of the great improvements here over the previous versions is the bundle size. So the version 5 have the size of around 9 point something KB, but the new React Router v6, the version 6, is going to have only I think less than 3 kilobyte KB file size, which is really good, really amazing. So here in version 5, we have switch, right? In switch, you need the exact prop because all root or route path values match only the beginning of the URL. The author of the React router says it was a mistake in version 5 and the version 5 APIs that led people putting exact props all over the place, even when they did not need them. Actually, I think I've done this before when I'm still learning React, putting exact in every route or route. Anyway, the automatic route ranking of routes in version 6 defines all routes in one place, meaning you can define your routes in whatever order you'd like, and everything will work as you'd expected. Unlike in version 5, if you have this component or page for not found, you have to put it at the end of your list of routes, right? In version 6, you don't have to do that. You don't, you can just put them everywhere you want in, no matter which order. So that's second. Okay. So here, previously making a nested routing is a big mess and complex process to manage it. In V6 or version 6, we use element instead of component, and route children was changed to accept child routes or routes. And if you omit the beginning slash, it becomes relative to the route path that sits in that URL. Now, if you've noticed, this is same as the route path in the previous slides here. I think I have a laser pointer here. Let me check. Yeah, here it is. So here we go. It's launch here, right? And then link to, for example, this one, invoices, team. So yeah, straight to the point. And then now you can use multiple routes in a React app, which will help you manage multiple application logic based on different routes. You can see one here, multiple. We have app, and the other one is for admin. So that's for V6, multiple routes. You have the choice, and I'll give you more example later. And I have application running here, actually running right now. The version 5 and version 6, we're going to compare them together and under own code or source code. So no need for a React Router config package, to install or download. That enables you to define your routes as an object. You can use useRoutes instead here from the React Router DOM. That's one. And here. So I would say it's similar with Angular and Vue.js in this part. And then yeah, from now on you can use use navigate to navigate around. Use navigate. It has both imperative and declarative options. Declarative, see here, state, navigate, also from the React router DOM. And then the imperative way would require, of course, a hook here, React hooks. We'll use navigate and use that navigate here to navigate around the application. Okay, so and it's here. Slideshow. Okay, let me move it here. So now this is a React Router 5 demo, and the other one is a 6. And yeah, let's see the difference in the two. Okay, in V6, this is how you would install React Router, and you also need the React Router DOM. The latest version now is a beta, but I wouldn't recommend beta because there's a problem in beta. I don't know why. And alpha, it works in our application. So yeah, if you want, you can try it out beta, but see, once you compile the app, it was an error for some reason. And yeah, okay, so now we have here, let's see what's inside of the Auth0. Here. Okay. So now before, in version 5, we have this switch, and now it's replaced with these routes from the React router. No, you don't have to use the switch from the React router DOM. And this is how you would nest, create a nested routes. See here, you can nest it, you can just put it inside this route here. For example, this is a good use case. I'd say you have the dashboard. In React version 5, React Router 5, this is how you would do it. So yeah, you have here route and dashboard, and then you see here I would say this part here is more user friendly, developer friendly. And dashboard path, and then when you go here, dashboard default content, out. Okay. Okay. For this dashboard, and yeah, there's another one. Let's open up the dashboard here. As you can see. So here, instead of using the children or passing elements as a children, in version 6, you would just use this outlet. So where do we get this outlet? From React Router. So that's another one. Yeah, it's outlets like the router outlet in other JavaScript framework. So yeah, it's version 5, version 6, and in game details, let's see. Oh, by the way, let me show you the application. So this React router 5 and this 6. Let's see, same thing. Same exact, but different implementation. Okay, here in game details. Oops. Example. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you can navigate to the detail page, this object. So in version 5, this is how you would do it. For example, this one, you're using the history. from the use history hook, and then that push. In V6, games, we would use this use navigate, and then navigate here and pass the uh, component, the address of the component you want to navigate. So no more history, no more use history. It's just navigate. And there's a lot here, actually. So let's go back again to the router. And yeah, you can also do this for the nested inside the use routes, for the object-based routes. This is how we use a nested routes using this children here, and then assigning an array of different attacks here, our routes in objects. Okay, what else can we find here? So this is the sidebar navigation. Yeah, so in React Router 5, this is how I connect the or stitch up the components. I don't hard code the URL path here. I usually use this use route match, but in React Router V6, so dashboard sidebar navigation, it's pretty easy. Sidebar navigation. You don't need to do that because underneath of React Router V6, it does this thing here, this use route match. So that's what one of the things they've done in the library. So you're used to do this and other things, but they embedded it in this V6, so you don't have to do this anymore. Use route match again, and here this just works out of the box. And let's see what else can we find here. Okay, for the dashboard, normally you would create an index or a default content for the dashboard. So this is it. Let me show it to you. So the default, yeah. You need this. When you're navigating to this, I hope you can see the URL here. And by the way, to show you that this sidebar here and this one doesn't re-render, I think I put something here. Yeah, this one, this alert here. And let's enable this to show you that this number, because I think 2 years ago or last year when I implemented this, 2 years ago, this application with number React application with sidebar. I think what I did in that project is I didn't have a nested route, so I just created this UI where you can see the sidebar and the content of the dashboard, and then every time you navigate within the dashboard, this sidebar here gets re-rendered because of course you didn't that would happen if you didn't use a nested route or something. So as you can see here, you navigate, even in the other one, it doesn't re-render. And you see here, the use effect has the alert, and the use effect has alert. So the good thing about this is if you're fetching, let's say, the messages in your inbox and creating a widget here, like a number of how how many messages do you have. So of course, after fetching the data, you would get the length of that array, let's say 10, and then you would show here the 10 small widgets. Uh, yeah, it will only be called that API will only be called once because yeah the sidebar doesn't re-render. And here, right? So let's go back here. Let's refresh it. Let's see. So this is the alert. This again the alert, and we navigate. So doesn't re-render anymore. What else? Code, navigate, games, details. I think I showed this. Yeah, navigating back. So in previous version, in version 5, again, you would use the history, the use history hooks. This one is history. And in V6, let me show you game details. So confusing. A lot of files. So in V6, we'll be using the useNavigate, normal use history. And in navigating back in the previous version, the version 5, history.go back, right? V6 navigate negative number. So it will remove a stack, one piece of of page in the stack, and then or pop it up so you back to the previous component page. You can also adjust this -1, or if you want 2 pages or 2 components will be removed if you put it here -2. So yeah, navigate and then pass a number here, history dot go back, and just call that go back here. Okay. And in the app browser router, there's no changes here. App.js. Nothing special here. Still the same browser router or browser router from the React title one. You see, still the same. Passing the navigation bar. Container, if you have, if you, for example, you're using a UI library. In here, I'm using containers and this margin up on the side. With margin and here as well. So, yep. Okay, I guess that's it. Yeah, the exact touch up here in React Router V6. No exact. And this is the one that I mentioned earlier, the not found or 404, tab 404. And here redirect. Oh, by the way, yeah, in V5, there's a redirect, right? In previous version, React Router 5. In V6, I cannot find a redirect here for some reason. However, this route here does the same thing. Path and goes to this not found in this one as well. So yeah, it does its job. You don't need to redirect, and you can use the navigate here to redirect something. Example, this one. Oh no, yeah, the other one, the declarative way of navigate. See, I don't have an example here. Not sure if I have an example. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, you can use that. But I tried it. It gave me a different result. It doesn't do it, what I told him to do. So yeah, this one is enough. Route, set the path, and then just ask uh, the component if you want to render. And yeah, here, let's see, redirect, same thing as this one. Okay, so yeah, that's it. And for references, reptraining.com blog, React Router v6 free. And if you want to download the two source code that I showed you, the version 5 dashboard and the version 6 of React demo, React Router v6 demo dashboard, yeah, you can grab it from GitHub. And yeah, that would be it. And, thank you again. And you can follow me on Twitter at Devlin Duldulao.